But like the only hard thing now is I've got to put like my bra on. I've got to have my I've got to have like a lipstick on.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lipstick, sometimes a not. Yes, nothing in my hijab has to be on. I can't be doing it in my pajamas anymore,
And I'm having a look through it and I'm seeing Nani's mutton acne in here. Did Nani get royalties? Are we paying talent?
Let me just say, we're paying them in lots of hugs and kisses, okay? I have to tell you, the kids have been the best part.
Auntie Fehmz, your acne is busted.
Yeah.
It's exactly
and I
like
wish I could understand all of that, but yeah. They all come even with the slang. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
As long as you love me. Tell mommy to cook from the book.
Subscribe, and follow.
Welcome to What's the Difference, a Woolies podcast. My name is Sibongile Mafu. I am with my co-host, Steve Steinfeld.
That's right, Zips, our podcast where we talk to incredible people about the unique things that make them different.
And we occasionally snack on some delicious Woolies goodies.
Always do.
Very dangerous of you to wear, was that cream white today?
Off-white.
Off-white today.
Yeah.
Very brave, but I like it.
Well, it depends. What are we eating today?
Yeah, no, looking forward to that. And this episode is extra special because food is really at the heart of what we enjoy on this podcast. But food as identity, food as a memory, food as expression. We're not talking restaurants today, we're talking good home-style cooking.
And all on social media too, which is the interesting part.
And the woman we're going to talk to today has not only made it so accessible to make good home-cooked food, she has made thousands of people fall in love with her storytelling and her love of family and cooking. A warm welcome to best-selling author. Feels good to say that. Fehmz, hello.
Hi, thank you so much. It feels odd to hear it,
The term best-selling author.
Yes,
it's like when you like that #1 spot in exclusive books.
It's good. And I've got your book tucked away here. Damn good food.
Thank you. Every time I see the cover, I think, I really love the cover.
It's so good. And also very smart, marketable choice because it looks like you.
You reckon?
It's just all color.
Like me, right?
Yeah, it's all color
it's getting
all
the
time.
same vibes.
All right, before we get into chatting, we're going to get into snacking and yapping. Welcome to Snack and Yap.
Ooh.
So these are the hand-cooked sticks made from the finest South African potatoes.
I'm obsessed with those.
And we also have succulent dates. I don't know how much of a dates fan you are.
I'm a fan of food.
Okay. In general, because I know dates can have their haters.
No, never. Listen, dates are, for me personally, one of the most adaptable foods. You can use them in so many things.
Yes.
And obviously, the sister to Malva pudding is sticky date pudding.
Correct.
So that's what dates are for.
Yes.
And number 2, sugar high without the drop, right? Because it's natural sugars. I would know about sugar, obviously.
Big fan.
Is this the jalapeno ones?
These are jalapeno ones.
I don't know if I've had these ones.
Why did I just pick one?
I know. You don't have to be polite
here, girl.
on
I don't
this
have to be polite.
Not at
lovely.
all. And
we really focus on the people who like the crunch.
Oh, I see.
Those audio listeners.
yes. So don't be shy.
So ASMR. It's all about the ASMR.
Right through. Right.
There's a thing called mukbang.
Yes.
Which is about eating.
I mean, I didn't want to bring
on podcast
my hobbies. Too many of my hobbies.
Do you watch all those videos?
But yes, I love a good eating video. I love a good whisper.
Yes.
And I wake up very early in the morning for my radio show, so I need something that's going to knock me out, and a good crunch and a good whisper. It's lights out for me.
I don't know how people do it. I would love to do an ASMR video, but I have 2 kids. So my ASMR will be like, Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, why must I be quiet?
Background noise.
Yeah, there are people who'd love that trigger. So I would suggest if this doesn't work out, maybe ASMR is in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
And I mean, talking about what you do online, tell us a bit about your journey into the social media world, into TikTok.
Sure. I feel like where I've gotten to is a bit of an accident. I didn't expect it, but I love doing it. And I feel like just because I love doing what I'm doing, that's how the people are there and they love watching me do what I do, is the best part. And for me, actually, I started on social media very, very, very long time ago. I went back to go and look at my, like, it goes joined Instagram.
Yes. Was it a difficult place to go back to, looking at what your social media looked like back then?
One day I scrolled all the way to post one.
It's not pretty.
Because when I go back to my Facebook page from like 2007, I'm like, oh, who is that woman?
With the vignette filter and the like sepia tones.
Mad.
And it wasn't a good time.
It's mad. I joined Instagram.
Yeah.
You know how when they start things, it's always in beta, so you got to get an invite.
Right.
I joined Instagram in July 2012.
Oh, you were at the beginning.
2012.
Yeah, trailblazer.
I think it started, I'd love to say trailblazer, but no, I don't think I'm there. I think I was just doing I want to say I was doing silly things. Like I was just posting. Instagram was just pictures.
Yes. Yeah.
It was only pictures then. And I would post, oh my God, guys, lo-fi filter was like the best filter ever.
Oh, we were killing it. We were killing it.
I was just posting, everything was like lo-fi because I'm so bad at taking pictures or styling or those kind of things. But I'm very I just show the way things are. It's like when I serve chips, I'll serve it in here. But a stylist will be like a scoop of labneh on the side and a little bit of, they do it so well. Where I'm like, here's a bowl of chips. Let's eat the bowl of chips.
Enjoy.
How do I make it look nice? Lo-fi.
Exactly.
And let me post it on Instagram. And then there was that Instagram video. Oh my gosh, guys, if you go and look back at my original videos, they are so bad.
Are they still up? Because some
Every
people
single one
try to
clean up the feed a bit.
clean up the feed, wipe that chapter off the internet.
So I don't. I may clean up. I think I've cleaned up maybe a few things, just random stuff where I go, no, this video is really bad. But I keep, if you go back and you see my very first post, it's still there. My very first.
What was it?
Oh my
Do you
gosh,
remember?
I don't remember. I know I went back a little while ago and it was still there, but if you ask me what it was, some of those first ones are bad. I know there's a buttercream rose somewhere, there's angled jelly somewhere. I remember these random things that are there. But I keep them because it reminds me this is where I started. And I promise you guys, one day, just sit and scroll all the way back. 3 likes.
Yes.
4 likes.
I've done it.
1 like.
What do they say?
But that's where it
Screaming
starts.
into the abyss.
And you are. And also the people who were liking and commenting were also the rest of us content creators who were just this, I mean, when Steve was on, I would be like, hey, look at this guy. The only things I wouldn't comment on is wine because, slums and stuff. But I think all of us who didn't realize we were becoming content creators, because that time we weren't. We were Instagrammers.
Yes.
That's what we were. We were Instagrammers.
We were sharing with
We were just
our
sharing,
community or
and we were
whoever would listen.
hyping each other up. And then because we'd come from Facebook to Instagram, we'd tell everybody on Facebook, hey, follow us on Instagram, come there.
Because they weren't, Facebook hadn't bought Instagram.
They
then.
hadn't bought Instagram.
The algorithm was fire. You saw everything in chronological order. Oh, I was so here for that.
Back in the day.
Back in the day where the
Zero
algorithm wasn't
monetization.
learning you.
Yeah. And I mean, when you think back, the moment where you were like, okay, this is when I'm going to make this a big part of my life and a big part of my career. Was it the first viral video?
I never actively decided that content creation was the one thing that I wanted to do. But the viral video changed the way I saw the content that I'm producing. Because the one thing I realized was you can sit there and you can go, oh my gosh, this is an amazing video. It's gonna do super well. And it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then there's a video where you just randomly you literally, I don't know how other people can plan a viral video. I can't. But the viral video, my first viral video made me realize that there's a community out there that likes the way I do it. And it kind of changed my mindset. My first viral video was burnt Basque cheesecake, San Sebastian cheesecake.
Nice.
That was it. It went mad.
Yeah.
And then I did a coconut pudding.
Yes.
Coconut pudding, coconut biscuits. I don't know what is up with coconut. But people be liking the
people love
coconut.
a dessert.
I think also.
Yeah.
Sweet stuff.
Yeah.
People love a sweet treat.
love sweet stuff. So that went mad, that cheesecake. And I think also because it was easy. People want, and that's what I always wanted to show, was that cooking is actually not so intimidating. It's actually not so hard. It's actually easy. And it's the same thing with the coconut pudding. My aunt actually taught us to make it in a silver bowl, right? How do you do it? You squish up the bread, you do all of those things, you're using a whisk. And I took that all and I thought, I wonder if I could throw it in a blender. And I literally did that and
worked out.
blend the
Did you film
recipes.
the first time, or did you try it
I
out
filmed
first?
the first time.
Wow, that is a bold
I filmed the first time. Even the cheesecake. Because that's why the cheesecake video is so bad. Like, it's so bad because I filmed it, like, it was the first time. I thought, I'm just filming it. And if it works out, it works out. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know?
I love that.
I filmed it and I edited it and I posted it. And I was like, this thing went crazy. And it was nothing planned. Sometimes the most unplanned ones are actually the ones that just like, people relate to it better. And I think it also reminded me that it's okay to just be as you can be online, and people will enjoy it.
I mean, when we go back to Little Fehmz,
Yeah.
you know, cooking, falling in love with creating food, who were your influences during that time? Was it family, friends, neighbors?
Family.
Yeah.
My mom was big time into cooking for our family, but my mom and my dad were big entertainers. So my mom would be like, okay, well, if you're gonna invite people over, you're gonna help me in the kitchen. But my dad was very much, he loved it. So my mom and my dad would be in the kitchen together cooking, but my mom was she's very traditional. She's from Durban, right? So you know Durban Indian aunties, they're like, my child must know how to, before you buy a samosa, you must make a samosa. Like everything you must know how to make. So she'd be like, no, you've got to know how to make this stuff. But it became a thing in the family because if I didn't know how to make something and my mom wasn't around, I'm phoning my mom's sister. How do I make this? Or I'm messaging my granny or something and I'm saying, listen, how do I make this thing or whatever? And food in my mom's family was also a big thing. It was about how family came together around the table. If we went to go and visit my granny, it would be us sitting around this table like this. No mics, but
no
but
mics.
I mean, the food is there, the laughs are there, the catching up is there. And it's so funny because, you know, every time you're with family, the only thing they do is they bring up your embarrassing moments, but you laugh again like it's new. You know?
It's like, I love you, but you know my deepest, darkest
Damn
secrets, you know?
Let's rehash for the whole family.
Let's just go, let's
just
run
talk
it
about it
back,
again.
let's run it back.
The sad thing is we do it now with our kids, right? I do it with my kid now.
But I mean, like, you've kind of paid your dues because all of that has worked its way into your book too.
Yes.
You know, so you know, I mean, incredible recipes that are in there that are inspired by the people that you grew up with and who raised you.
It's the village that raises you because my mom also had good neighbors, the people on your street, the friends you meet.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, you've come so far from then to, as we were saying, award-winning cookbook author. How different is it to cook for a recipe book as it is for TikTok? I mean, I imagine there must be quite a difference.
Two different worlds, or you found that you've been able to...
Making those recipes for me, it wasn't about me. It was that, and my publishing team were amazing because I spoke to my editor and I said, I want somebody else to be able to make the recipes that I've done and put in the book. And if she can make it, then it's a recipe we can share with everyone. Because it's so easy for me to put up a video and say, hey guys, listen, you're gonna make this. And people go, yeah, I tried it. Or some people go, no, I tried it and it didn't work. So for me, when we did this recipe book, I wanted somebody else to make the recipes. And if she came right with it, it was good enough for the book. Because I want anybody to be able to read the recipe and go, hey, I can make this. Let me try.
I mean, I'm having a read through and I was so fortunate to be able to host your book launch.
Yes,
For
thank you.
damn good food. The day it came out and it sold out, I think, within that week and you had to scramble to restock. Oh, the people were mad at you.
Very mad at me.
Was there a reprint?
Very mad at me.
We're like, we can't order. And I'm having a look
was.
through it and I'm seeing Nani's mutton akne in here. Did Nani get royalties? Are we paying talent?
Let me just say, we're paying them in lots of hugs and kisses, okay?
Yeah.
In lots of hugs and kisses.
The family way.
And, yeah. For those who are listening to this podcast, you don't get paid in royalties very often, okay? It's not like a daily thing. You get paid once in 6 months. I am still waiting.
And I mean, it's quite a juicy book. I mean, there's a lot of recipes in here. And in the editing process, how tough was it to control yourself and keep a few things out? Because I can tell, Shem, you probably had a few back and forths with your editor.
We did. In fact, I would have this running joke with Hannes. Hannes is the food stylist, and I'd be like, Hannes, just back me up, just back me up. And I'd be like, Lindy, so can we add one more recipe? And she'd look at me and go, The book is 100 and something, 192 or something pages. You can't fit more. There's no fitting more. And then she'd come to me, then she came back to me, like, as we were finishing the book, and she went, we have to take out 2 recipes. And I thought, no, we can't. We really can't. And she said, we have to. It's just, we're not making it in the bag. What's it? Pagination. Yeah. Very big word. And apparently it's like how they set up the, whatever, it's how they set up the pages, right? And we were sitting and we were looking and we were going, okay, fine. And a recipe that I really love came out of the book, which is the coconut biscuits recipe.
Okay.
But you can find it on social media, right?
Exactly, exactly. And a recipe that actually was going to come out was my dad's green chicken. And I went back to her the next day and I went, we can't leave my dad out this book.
Do you
Let
tell,
the coconut biscuits go.
maybe like your dad, for example, you're going to be in the book, and then
Imagine.
No.
So my dad didn't know he was in the book.
Okay.
But my aunts did, because I wanted to get their permission to share the recipe. So it was them, and there's an Auntie Pinky's fish and rice in there. I messaged her to ask her, because I'd eaten this food from her when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I messaged her daughter and I said, please, can you ask your mom for that recipe? I want to make it and I'd really love to share it in my book. And she was like, yes. Oh. And she was actually at the Cape Town launch. She was at the Cape Town book launch. It was just amazing. But so I asked a few people, but I hadn't told my mom and dad about what was in there. I didn't even tell my mom there's a picture of her in there.
How did she respond?
I mean, copyright issues. Ask for forgiveness later.
Yes, you know, it's my mom.
If we circle back to the social media side of things, I think that's quite interesting.
Very much so.
Book versus social media.
Yes.
And we spoke a bit earlier about the algorithm.
Yeah.
Do you think the algorithm is inspiring food trends? And does it inspire you?
Because you kind of have your own style.
Yes.
But I guess we all can't just like live on an island and be unaffected by what's going on.
I think the algorithm most definitely inspires food trends a lot. I think that for me specifically, like I see it, I do it based on effort.
Thank you for your honesty and vulnerability.
Like, is this a lot of effort? And also I do it like if every single person is doing it, then I'm like, can I get a bit sick of it? Like, it's like if you ask people now, let me be very honest, like if I say Dubai chocolate, somebody's going to be like, I'm sick of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like 50% are going to go, I'm sick of it, 50% are going to go, I still love it. And I'll just be like, you know, I haven't figured out where I am on this train yet. Yeah. So those things I'll take some time on. I initially with social media and videos, because we were all doing videos, I would be like, oh, okay, cool, this is a cool trend, this is a cool trend. But then I realized, like, I'm not that person. Like, you just have to, like, you have to be so true to yourself that I sit back and I watch the trend and I go, is this something that I'd like to taste, I'd like to do? Or is it something that I just feel like, let me just wait till the trend dies down a bit? I'm a bit like that. I don't know if you like that, guys, with, like, you know when restaurants open?
Yes.
I love a good restaurant opening. I'm not one of those people who go there the first weekend. And sometimes I don't go the first week, because I like people to find their feet.
Let it settle.
Yes. And I don't like going on a weekend. I want to go, enjoy, take my time when it's like nice and quiet. Not when they're like manic and trying to figure stuff out. Like, am I mad? Like, I think like that's just like a normal...
Also my schedule allows for me to live that way. Oh, you have a random Tuesday afternoon to go to a restaurant.
There we go.
You're living the dream, Fehmz.
Look, it's weird to pivot. I've had a full-time job for a very long time, and I think 2020 changed a lot of things for a lot of people. Like COVID was the explosion of social media, if you will say. But I'm the one person who, funnily enough, I didn't cook as much as most food content creators did. I think I found my feet really in 2021. Okay. Because that was when that first viral video went, and that was also the first time I put myself in front of the camera. And when I put myself in front of the camera, it changed everything for me.
The intimacy is different now.
Yes,
you know, your audience, your community.
Yes.
It's a different level.
I feel connected differently.
Yeah.
And you know what, guys? I'm having so much fun. I feel like I'm talking, like, when I'm on there, I'm like, I'm talking to Sibs, I'm talking to Steve, but I'm in your kitchen, like, that's the best part. And I feel like that was so much different than me holding the camera over and just going, guys, we're doing this, guys, we're doing this. But like, the only hard thing now is I've got to put like my bra on. I've got to have my make, I've got to have like a lipstick on. Sometimes a lipstick, sometimes a not. Yes, nothing. My hijab has to be on. I can't be doing it in my pajamas anymore, That's the only other thing about putting yourself in front of the camera. Yeah. But it's kind of, for me, I start thinking, I'm with you. Let's cook together. And that game changer for me. It changed it, I think, for my audience, but also for me. Yeah. Like, I'm enjoying it so much more. I really love it.
That's amazing. And I mean, we could talk about this, I think, for ages
till the
and
snacks
ages.
are done.
Exactly, till the snacks are done.
Tell us your secrets.
But I think, Sibs, it's time to bring in our Woolworths guest.
And from Woolies, we have a very interesting guest who I hope will give us a lot of insight into the inner workings at Woolworths. A very warm welcome to Fathima Paruk. Fathima, welcome. Step onto our
kitchen.
For you. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Handing over the massive Woolies gift bag.
A whole Woolies happiness in here.
We can't wait for the unboxing.
Enjoy that. I think there'll be some great goodies in there in your cooking. Welcome, Fathima.
Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Sibs. Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So glad to have you here because I love revealing Woolies secrets at this table. But before we do, please tell the people what exactly your job is.
My favorite tongue twisters are Woolies people's job titles.
This team
the longer the better.
Yes. Okay. So I sit at the intersection of global and local trends and understanding customer behavior and translating that into products that people love.
And in a way, you and Fehmz kind of do the same thing because you keep an eye on what the community wants. Or you let them know what they want before they know it.
So, I mean, I don't know Fehmz, but I feel like I know her super well. And I think everyone who follows her feels like that. But for me personally, my daughter, she's 7 years old. And she loves taking my phone and watching Fehmz on TikTok.
Oh,
so you're her Miss Rachel.
Exactly. She'll take it and like, not Peppa Pig, not Miss Rachel, not Bluey. I want to watch Fehmz on TikTok.
And you know when they say, when the kids love you, you're doing something right.
You reckon?
Yes.
I have to tell you, the kids have been the best part. Like when I was on book tour, the amount of kids I met, but the kids, they don't just come up to you and go, hey, I watch you on my mom. So they love you. And they give you hugs. And I've gotten posters and drawings and coloring ins. I keep them all. I keep everything. I have a box and I keep everything they give me. Everything.
Auntie Fehmz, your acne is buses.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
And I wish I could understand all of that, but yeah. They all come even with the slang. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
As long as you love me. Tell mommy to cook from the book.
Like, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah.
And going back to the work that you do, trends forecasting, all of it, what are you seeing that's happening in South African kitchens right now?
Local food trends are evolving at such a rapid pace. So a big part of my work was really the project on cultural foods. And, it's such a special project to me because it's not just food. It's really about memory and nostalgia and what people have eaten in their grandmother's kitchens growing up. And for us, it's really about understanding the nuances and creating things that are meaningful and respectful and authentic.
That's so interesting. Yeah. And I'm leaning into that idea. I think there was a time when we were very much aspirational cooks. Everyone was trying to do the fancy things, the snow egg from MasterChef. Do you find that there's almost like an aspirational fatigue and we're moving more towards comfort and, as you say, heritage style cooking?
I think that has been debunked completely. Yeah. The hierarchy has been really toppled because what is aspiration, really? I mean, things that you grew up eating are just as aspirational as something you see on TV. So, and with content creators like Fehmz, that has really, brought up that what you grew up eating is just as aspirational as what you see.
So it can be both comfort and aspirational.
Yes.
I love that.
And maybe a question for the both of you. When you are working in the food space, it is intimate, it is personal, which means that it can have its challenges because people feel as though, if you're not doing it a certain way, it's a slight to them, it's disrespectful. Why aren't you doing it that way? How do you navigate that space? I mean, Fehmz, you get feedback directly. The comments will be popping.
Yes.
And perhaps for you, I mean, it's maybe through kind of long-term feedback, but how do you navigate that?
Look, it was sacrilege because I added egg to gulab jamun. An egg.
Will she ever
Egg is
recover
not
from this?
allowed in gulab jamun, but like because we are not we egg eaters, it's different. But like in a veg community, like that egg is. So my comments were insane on that kind of thing, and even in the book, it's there, by the way. So, but I always turn back to the fact that like. I don't want to ever feel like I'm disrespecting a culture, but I want you all to understand that what I'm sharing with you is the way I make it. And if you make it a different way, then I know a lot of people don't like this line, but you do you, boo. You know what I mean? But it's not easy. It's not always easy. I think the hard thing is the manner in which people give feedback. Because sometimes people can give feedback and go like, oh, you know, by the way, like I've never seen egg in there before, but this is an interesting take. Your take is very different to the way we normally do it. But like people who go like, ew, and all. And then you go, guys, like, have we lost our kindness? Have we lost our way of like, people have different interpretations. And I think as the world grows and we watch the way people make food, you see how many people make things differently. Because the world is so open, because of something like social media, we have to also be understanding to the fact that maybe the way people grew up with certain things may be different. Comments are not always easy to deal with, but it depends on how they given and how we take it in. I'm a little bit spicy sometimes, I must admit.
You like a little...
Like a little bit feisty.
Yes. And for you, Fathima, I mean, in terms of the work that you do, I mean, actually, the comments also be popping with Woolies.
It's very, very reflective of what happens exactly at Woolies in the culinary kitchen. So take something like Halim, which was recently launched and is a spicy broth soup that people typically have to open their fast in Ramadan. And, you know, people are very quick to criticize the taste of Halim and, you know, Woolies and do all these videos and stuff. Every part of the country has a different taste. Every family has a different taste. Every city has a different taste. It's not going to taste exactly as how your grandmother made it. And we don't want it to be. That's not what we're aiming to do. But it's the Woolies version. And that's what's important.
I'm happy to come to the kitchen. Be as part of the tasters, right?
We need eyes on that kitchen.
How do we get into that situation?
Because also, how much experimentation do you do? And also, how many arguments are happening, you know, within the team? Because I'm sure there's also the back and forth, people feeling very passionate about certain things, ingredients.
Exactly. And, you know, food is so emotional. The development period can take quite long because people are emotional and people have very strong feelings about what it should taste like. But I think it's about coming to an aligned view, following a process, and ultimately creating a product that's made well, that's delicious.
Yeah. I have strong feelings about the fact that you guys said the magwinya should be air fried. So I ignored it and I deep fried it, and it was damn delicious. I'm just damn good.
You do you,
damn good.
It's damn good food.
Well done on that one. And I think that's what's interesting is with all these different ranges and lines, you'll have the comment sections popping off, and then like a few days later, there'll be like this, okay guys, so I tried it and it actually is so good.
My bad, Woolies.
Yeah.
My bad, Fehmz. I want to talk about kind of the aesthetic of food. And do you find that, you know, the kind of visual aspect of the storytelling is becoming more important, or are people a lot more forgiving? It doesn't have to be perfect looking all the time.
I think based on the customer research, it's really about quick solutions. People don't have time, and all they want is for Woolies to give back the gift of time to them. Easier meals, 30-minute meals. That's the sweet spot, 30-minute meals. And it may not look perfect, but I think what's important is the inspiration and making it accessible to people who don't have the gift of time every single day to plate and to
garnish.
Yes, garnish and to...
Woolies got that food stylist, okay? I don't have a food stylist in my backyard. You know, like people have like Italian nonnas in their cupboard, right? Like I don't have a food stylist in my cupboard. I think my getaway is that where Woolies is presenting a solution, like an end solution.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily presenting an end solution, which I think looks beautiful, and thank goodness for food stylists on cookbooks who make things look good. I'm presenting how to make it. So generally when I end off, like my plate may not look the prettiest, but I can tell you it tastes damn good or whatever, you know? But I'm showing you process. And I think that's probably the two differences, is that Woolies does sell the ability to have quick meals or convenience food, right? Because I found myself, like sometimes if I don't want to make mac and cheese, I'm buying it from Woolies freezer. But if you're going to show me, like if I'm going to show you the haddock bake, it looks prettier on Woolies picture than it does when I've baked it. But do we can eat it? Yes.
Of course.
And if I'm cooking something, I'm showing you the in. Eat it.
But I think
Throw the Instagram filter on it.
Family style wins.
that's what's been like super interesting about this like decentralization of like food trend setting and food trend makers, is that you have your traditional, or not even traditional anymore because now it's online, but you have your more professional media, and now you've got your content creator media. Where do you see as Woolworths, you know, the real power lying within the space of trend setting? And
It's answering to the needs of multiple customers, those super foodies who want recipes with miso, and you know, the mom who has no time and who has kids and who are demanding food and who are hungry. And it's seeing to the needs of all people, and on the scale of time and foodiness.
And for you, Fehmz, I mean, the future of Fehmz, the future of telling stories through food. You know, what do you see the next year or two looking like in terms of how you show up, not only online, but just in terms of how you tell food stories?
I want to just do more as real as possible. And I think that that's the way the digital world is almost going. They don't want polished anymore. For brands, it still works as like we want more-ish polished. But I can tell you, I did once a brand thing, and we filmed this amazing video. It was fab. And then the videographer was fantastic. They sent me a compilation of all of the bloopers, and I posted that blooper reel up. And wow, people love all the things you mess up on the reels. I went sliding, like my feet were in the air, my butt was down on the floor, like it was intense, okay? But like that video, it just went crazy. And I think that for me, I'm like, you can't manufacture bloopers. But I think the more real we are in the videos, the better it is. Where am I going in the next 2 years? I don't know. Am I open to anything? Yes. Like being in the Woolies kitchen to taste. Like just be like, yeah, liquor? No, not so liquor. You know, like
keep an eye on that Woolies career page.
You know.
They're always hiring. And for Fathima, I mean, I think you have an interesting job because you can literally see into the future. You know what we're going to be eating in 2027 December. Can you give us a little sneak peek?
If I think about what's coming, I think people are very intentional about what they put into their bodies. People want less processed. People want less long ingredient list, and I think Woolies is quite intentional about that, you know, making sure products have more fiber and more protein, and because that's what people, you know, say they want all the time. So I think you can see more of that coming. From a special occasions perspective, loads more entertaining and celebrating items to help you manage special occasions.
This can be very overwhelming, especially if you're hosting.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, I've got another round of questions for you guys, but this time it's the quick fire round.
Okay.
And I don't want you to think, I just want you to answer. All right, I'll start with you, Fehmz. 3 questions. One dish that feels like heritage.
Okay.
One dish that feels like evolution.
I think, bunny chow with magrinya would be very cool. Like, that's an idea.
Yeah. Best of both worlds. Yes. Ingredient that represents home.
Condensed milk.
Oh, plot twist.
Condensed milk, everything. That's like, I don't know if it feels like home, but for me, condensed milk, everything. It just makes everything sweet. Like
it makes everything sweet. Because you also weird food combo gal.
Yes,
you know, you combined the dates with the
jalapeno chips.
With the chips,
It was amazing, guys.
And you were just like, you've got to try this.
Yes.
What else are you
weird combos?
Watermelon
and curry. Watermelon and a spicy curry. It is the best thing ever. My family laughs at me, but every time, if you have like chicken curry on the table or mutton curry, I'll be taking the gravy and I'll put it in my plate and then I'll take watermelon and be like,
Fresh watermelon.
fresh watermelon.
It's getting wild, wild west.
It's mad.
But I trust you and I'll try.
I'm going to be the head boy and get us back on quick fire questions.
All right,
Sorry,
sure.
I'm sorry.
We'll have a separate weird food combo segment.
Conversation.
Exactly. All right, for you, Fatima, one comfort trend that's growing.
Return to indigenous ingredients, home-style cooking.
And one global influence shaping local kitchens.
Probably being intentional about what you eat.
Right.
Being intentional
We are
about
reading the ingredients. We are scrutinizing the back of the box
Food
or the
is
back
not
of the
just
packet.
food. It's not just fuel anymore. It's quite intentional.
Well, now that you've done the easy question, Sibs, I think it's time for the cold seats.
So cold seat is like our version of the hot seat. Everyone knows that Woolies can get a bit chilly when you enter the stores.
That cold chain
for
is
good
impeccable.
reason. Absolutely.
That's why.
So good luck. I wish you the best.
What's the biggest misconception customers have about Woolies food?
I think the biggest misconception is that people see a product on shelf and make a quick judgment about it. But what is forgotten, as I said, is the multitude of intentional and depth of thinking that goes behind it. And it's partly it's partly a job to be done by Woolies to tell those stories. But really, when it comes to any product and the decisions being made, it's from the source to what you see on shelf. And every single step of the way, there's so much taken into consideration, and it's keeping all those values in mind when picking up the product.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Fehmz, where can we find you and your cookbook?
You can find
That's
me
your
on-
hard-hitting question.
I love this cold seat. You can find me on all the socials. Just look for Fehmz, but just remember it's Fehmz, right? Just look for me everywhere. That's all I'm going to say. Just find me everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, not on Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, all the stuff. You can find my cookbook in all good Woolies stores nationwide.
We love the answer.
Nationwide.
And other pretty good online spaces. Thank you so much both for joining.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
guys.
Fatima. Thank you, Fehmz. Look forward to seeing what the next year holds, both at Woolies and with you, Fehmz. It's going to be very exciting.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Really, it's been so much fun.
So fun. I wish we had 2 more hours.
Yeah, basically.
But that's been What's the Difference, a Woolies podcast. It's been a good time, Steve.
Sibs, as always, the best being with you. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, please comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends, do all the things that drive engagement for Sibs and I. We would really appreciate it. But otherwise, you can find us wherever you find your podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Thanks, guys. Till next week.
See you soon.